Hello and welcome back to Daily Topic. Today we are going to talk about the possible threats that might destroy Earth in the near future. The idea of the world ending is a classic plotline in science fiction blockbusters. And in reality, there are several weird and wonderful theories circulating about the demise of our planet, along with us. Many of these theories are based on fairly sound science, including Earth getting swallowed by the Sun and a catastrophic asteroid collision. Over the years, the Earth has been subject to a number of impacts by comets and asteroids, although big hits are thankfully rare. For example, the last catastrophic impact happened 65 million years ago when an asteroid crashed to Earth, wiping out the dinosaurs. But should a large asteroid hit the Earth again, it could spell disaster for our planet. To prepare for such an event, NASA constantly surveys the skies to find any large near-Earth asteroids before they hit. And according to the space agency, the Earth is currently at risk of being hit by two asteroids. Asteroid 2018 GA5, a 700-meter wide space rock, is at risk of hitting us on 15 August 2080. Meanwhile, asteroid 2017 UE52, which is just 90 meters wide, could collide with our planet on April 29, 2020. But others are slightly wackier, including the second coming of Jesus Christ and a collision with the disproved planet called Planet X. We've taken a look at some of these theories and whether any of them are at risk of coming true. Over the years, the Earth has been subject to a number of impacts by comets and asteroids, although big hits are thankfully rare. For example, the last catastrophic impact happened 65 million years ago when an asteroid crashed to Earth, wiping out the dinosaurs. But should a large asteroid hit the Earth again, it could spell disaster for our planet. To prepare for such an event, NASA constantly surveys the skies to find any large near-Earth asteroids before they hit. And according to the space agency, the Earth is currently at risk of being hit by two asteroids. Asteroid 2018 GA5, a 700-meter wide space rock, is at risk of hitting us on 15 August 2080. Meanwhile, asteroid 2017 UE52, which is just 90 meters wide, could collide with our planet on April 29, 2020. Large Hadron Collider. It's expected to tackle some of the deepest questions in science, but some people have raised serious concerns about the Large Hadron Collider, LHC. The enormous device is used by scientists to observe particle collisions at high energy levels. And this has sparked worries that such powerful reactions could cause serious trouble for Earth. In 2008, CERN, the lab that hosts the LHC, was sued over fears that the device could create black holes that would destroy the planet. But while CERN admitted that the LHC could produce black holes, they explained that these would be on a subatomic scale, meaning they would collapse almost instantly. Swallowed by the sun, while it's a fairly dark, quite literally, thought, it's an inevitability, the sun will destroy our planet one day. The sun burns through a huge amount of hydrogen and gets 10% brighter every billion years. Speaking to Business Insider, Gillian Scudder, an astrophysicist at the University of Sussex, explained the predictions for what exactly will happen to Earth as the sun brightens over the next billion years are pretty uncertain. But the general gist is that the increasing heat from the sun will cause more water to evaporate off the surface and be held in the atmosphere instead. The water then acts as a greenhouse gas, which traps more incoming heat, which speeds up the evaporation. Over time, the sun will split apart the molecules and allow the water to escape as hydrogen and oxygen, eventually bleeding Earth dry of water, Dr. Scudder added. Once the sun runs out of hydrogen to burn, it will start buying helium instead, transforming it into a swollen star called a red giant. Experts predict that in 7.5 billion years, the expanding sun will engulf and destroy Earth. Theory: Earth's magnetic field extends thousands of miles into space and affects everything from global communication to animal migration and weather patterns. But the magnetic field has weakened by 15% over the last 200 years. And conspiracy theorists believe we're currently overdue a magnetic flip. If a switch happens, Earth would be exposed to solar winds capable of punching holes into the ozone layer. The impact could be devastating for mankind, knocking out power grids, radically changing Earth's climate and driving up rates of cancer. Thankfully, NASA reassures that a polar flip is impossible. A spokesperson said, "Many of the disaster websites pull a bait and switch to fool people. They claim a relationship between the rotation and the magnetic polarity of Earth, which does change irregularly, with a magnetic reversal taking place every 400,000 years on average. As far as we know, such a magnetic reversal doesn't cause any harm to life on Earth." Scientists believe a magnetic reversal is very unlikely to happen in the next few millennia. Nibiru Planet X Nibiru, also known as Planet X, is a planet that conspiracy theorists have hypothesized to exist on the edge of our solar system. Conspiracy theorists claim that the gravitational influence of the rogue planet disrupted the orbits of other planets in the solar system hundreds of years ago, and that it could happen again at any time. If Earth's orbit is disrupted, it could cause Nibiru to either collide with Earth or trigger apocalyptic weather patterns across its surface, according to the conspiracy theorists. Some claim that Nibiru is sending plasmatic energy particles through our solar system, which will disrupt the core flows of the Earth and trigger catastrophic changes in Earth's climate. Estimates of when Nibiru will wreak havoc on our planet change on a daily basis. Most recently, conspiracy theorists claimed that Nibiru will cause volcanoes to erupt around the world on April 23, killing all of us. But not everyone is so convinced that it exists. A spokesperson for NASA said, "Nibiru and other stories about wayward planets are an internet hoax. There is no factual basis for these claims. Obviously, it does not exist." Second coming of Jesus. Conspiracy theorists regularly spark fears that the end of the world will be linked to the second coming of Jesus. In the latest claims, David Meade, a prominent conspiracy theorist, claimed that the Sun, Moon, and Jupiter will align in the constellation of Virgo on April 23 to bring about the second coming of Jesus Christ, known as the Rapture. On the same night, it is also said Nibiru will appear in the sky. Mr. Meade has warned volcanoes will erupt on April 23 to mark rapture, the belief that Christ will resurrect again. Evangelical YouTube videos and websites claim a Bible passage in the Book of Revelation and an astrological constellation on November 23 last year has signaled the start of rapture. The passage 12:1-2 reads, "And a great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and on her head a crown of 12 stars. She was pregnant and was crying out in birth pains and the agony of giving birth." Theorists say the woman in the passage is Virgo, where it is claimed the sun and moon will align. Meade has referred to this spring as an end-of-days convergence. Thankfully, all previous theories about the second coming of Jesus have not been true, meaning it is very unlikely the latest claims are. Sir Isaac Newton's theory. He's best known for his discovery of gravity, but Sir Isaac Newton also predicted when the world would end. In 1704, the famed physicist predicted that the world would end in 2060. Newton's predictions were based on the Bible's Book of Daniel and detailed in a letter now held at Jerusalem's Hebrew University. He wrote, "So then the times and half a time are 42 months, or 1260 days or 3 years and a half, reckoning 12 months to a year, and 30 days to a month as was done in the calendar of the primitive year. And the days of short-lived beasts being put for the years of lived sick kingdoms, the period of 1260 days, if dated from the complete conquest of the 3 kings AC 800, will end AC 2060. It may end later, but I see no reason for its ending sooner." Luckily for us, he didn't mean end in the literal sense. Instead, he suggested that Christ would return in 2060 and establish a global kingdom of peace. It remains to be seen if the famous physicist's predictions are true. Nostradamus's theory. Born in 1503, Nostradamus published collections of prophecies that earned him fame and a loyal following during his lifetime. In the centuries since his death, people have credited him with accurately predicting pivotal events in history, including the French Revolution and terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001. According to Nostradamus, the world is slated to end in the year 3797. It remains to be seen if his prediction will come true. Now that is it for this video. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video and don't want to miss out on future videos, make sure you subscribe and turn the notification bell on. This will notify you every time we upload a video. Also, if you know anyone else who may be interested in the channel, be sure to share our videos with them. Thanks for tuning into Daily Topic. We will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.